Hello everyone, welcome back to Barwick again. It is Kinch, and we done got promoted. Well done. You guys turned up. You guys turned up in force. You guys have made this video really hard. I actually started to do this like an hour ago, and I just kept looking at stuff and looking at stuff and looking at stuff, and it's time for me to give out the bonuses. And this was really tough. We're going to talk about that in a quick second, but let's go look at these beautiful standings. So not only did we get promoted, but we really smashed everyone except that top clan. They were really good. I know in our first clan war league when we got demoted, I was trying to explain to a lot of you that one of the reasons why I thought we could avoid getting demoted is because a lot of clans don't really show up. So if we were to look at, say, this clan, let's go look at this clan down here that finished dead last. If we look at their clan, their bases are all really pretty high, especially compared to some of the other ones that we faced. We scored our least amount of stars against this clan, and yet they got demoted. Upon further inspection, you can see as I scroll through their roster, many of them are not even in a league yet, which would imply that they're not active. And so oftentimes it is not the best clans that get demoted, or promoted rather. It is the most active, and we were definitely one of the top two most active clans. So thank you guys so much for turning up in force. Now let's talk about the thing you guys all want to talk about. Bonuses is what you came here for. Let's talk bonuses. There's really two quick things that I want to mention. One, the number one criteria that I will look at when I'm awarding bonuses is how many attacks did you have available and how many did you use. I'm really looking for people to be 7 out of 7, although we do have some people that weren't in every war because we subbed some people out, so like K-Clash, 6 out of 6. That's perfect. That would be up for consideration. K-Bar is my account. We'll come back to that in a second. So as long as you used every one of your attacks, you are in consideration for receiving a bonus. It would be really easy of me to just say, and then I'm going to look at stars, but I feel like it's much more complicated than that because, the Ridiculous account, and there's only two people who got perfect stars. It was Ridiculous and T3. It would be really easy for me to say, well, Ridiculous got the most stars. Well, yeah, he's the biggest base. He's got the most options to attack, right? Because he can kind of 3-star, for the vast majority, he can 3-star any account or any opposition base. And so it's not just as simple as looking at the number of stars you earned. I tried to dig a little deeper, although I do use that as a guideline, right? The bigger thing that I'm looking for is that you're staying somewhere close to your mirror, which isn't always possible, right? There were a couple of battles where, like, you were Town Hall 9 and your mirror was a Town Hall 12. That's absurd. Let's not try to just 0-star somebody just for the fun of it. So no, it's not an exact science. So I'm going a little bit off of feel and a little bit off of stars. The other thing that's important to note is I made this promise to you guys last week. This will hold true forever. As long as there are other people that have 7 out of 7 attacks or perfect attack 6 out of 6, whatever it is, I will never award a bonus to myself or one of the accounts that I control. That includes, so the ones that I control is the Ridiculous account, Kinch, and K-Bar. Also, I would like to point out, just for funsies, that Gamgee only got 20 out of a possible 21 stars. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing that out. Let's see if he watches this video, which I don't think he will. He will counter with, but one time I 3-starred at Town Hall 15 in war. And for those of you who don't know the story of that, ask in chat and we'll fill you in on the details. Gamgee is another one who I don't generally consider for a bonus because he's my son. That's kind of, like, it just feels icky. So know that I will keep that promise from now until the end of time. So with that being said, when I started to do this, there was 2 people immediately that I knew I wanted to give bonuses to. And I'll explain why in those 2 individuals' cases. I'm going to save them for the end. Everyone else that I'm giving an award to, oh god, it was so tough. Know that there are definitely 3 people that aren't getting a bonus that it turns my stomach a little bit. And to you guys, I apologize. I will name you as honorable mentions at the end. But um, let's kind of do this. It will appear like I'm kind of doing stars, but Rad had a really good Clan War League. Stayed as much. He stayed really close to his mirror for the majority of attacks. Obviously scored a lot of stars. Same with Spider. Spider actually even jumped up a few spots from his mirror. Not necessary, but know that he had some really impressive attacks. One of my favorite wars that I saw was from, I hope I'm saying your name right, Akibai. Um, I'm really excited to give you a bonus because you started off the Clan War League a little bit nervous about doing some attacks at some of those high base levels, but you tried them and you got better as it went on. So really well done. Um, Attacking some high bases and learning your dragons really well. The next one goes to someone who I don't think they thought they were going to get it because I think they just mentioned in chat that they messed up one of their attacks. Dude, we all mess up attacks. Not a big deal. But Matt, doing really good work, staying as close to your mirror as possible, not jumping up to try to be a hero and then 0-starring. I love it. The next one, hold on, let me see here. I'm checking my notes. A newcomer, new to our clan, Austin. You did a great job. Again, sometimes attacking some tough bases, 17 stars, nothing to sneeze at. Well done. All right, there's 2 of you left. These are the 2 that I really knew that I was going to give a bonus to kind of midway through because they were doing really well and some other stuff. One of those, Rooster, not just because you scored 20 stars, which is almost perfect, and not just because you were a really good attacker, but because I know you were taking the time to look through the enemy bases and point out to others and try to help others to say, hey, like, this is a base that's a really high town hall, but the base is garbage. So let's let one of our lesser guys, our lower town halls, go and take that out, and then we can trade that out. So really thinking about how like we can get the clan to score more rather than just taking an easy 3 stars and really causing like a detriment to the clan in the long run. Additionally, I don't think you guys know, although I feel like several people chipped in on this. Rooster fills up a ton of the clan castles, and for that is greatly appreciated. So that this was an easy one. Giving Rooster a bonus was an easy one. The other easy one for me, although there is someone else who is not getting a bonus that kind of came close to this. The other easy one for me, right down here, Pie King. Now, the reason why this is an easy one for me is not because obviously 17 stars is several other people did that and maybe even a little more. But I don't think many of you may not realize that for the first part of the war, Pie King was a Town Hall 8 and he was 3-starring or coming very close to 3-starring Town Hall 9s, and then he midway through got to Town Hall 9 and then he was going after Town Hall 10s. So he didn't have as many options as some of the rest of us, and he was still getting these stars. Really good attacks. So congratulations to you getting these bonuses. The 3 people that it turns my stomach not to give you, literally, this, I will lose sleep over this. I'm not even blowing smoke about that. Morbius is in a very similar category to Pie King. He was Town Hall 8 for a lot of this. Did very well. And I wish I had 3 more bonuses to give out. Also the boss, scoring 18 stars. Again, very good. And then T3, obviously, I mean, perfect stars. Now I will say, through no fault of his own, although one of the reasons why I really want to give him a bonus is T3 is selfless. He could get really big and be like, no, I want to attack the top base. T3 was often attacking down, but he was getting us a guaranteed 3 stars every time. and that's because he wasn't letting his ego get in the way. And so I really appreciate you guys. Everyone on this list, everyone who registered an attack, even if it's not all of your attacks, know that I greatly appreciate you. Clan War League, I said this last time, it's a tricky thing. It sounds like it's easy to do one attack a day for 7 days, but then like real life gets in the way. So congratulations to you getting these bonuses. Spend it wisely, and keep improving your attacks. I hope to do the same thing next month. Next month's Clan War League, the goal will be to try to get another promotion. Every time we get promoted, we stand to earn more of the Clan War League medals. So congratulations, you guys. Thank you so much, and peace out. I will see you again soon.